The Day Before was the most anticipated Steam game of 2023 and launched a couple hours before the Game Show Awards in early access. As for everyone who actually played it, we can all agree it's a day we would all like to forget. I've definitely played through a lot of shaky launches throughout the years, and when I say that this was by far the worst, I hope you take that to heart. I didn't go into this expecting much, but the game they promised wasn't even close to the buggy mess they decided to release. The first main issue I really had with the Day Before was just trying to log into a server to actually play the game. Every server was saying it was full all the time, and when you find a server that wasn't full, it would kick you out before it even loaded. I had to go to a server in Asia just to get into the game. Now if you thought the servers were a problem, right when I log in, I get off the table to see that I'm already stuck outside of the room I needed to be in. I spent 30 minutes trying to get into the game. When I finally get in, I couldn't even do the first thing it asked me to do. I tried to get back into the room to talk to the doctor for about 5 more minutes before I decided to restart and get into another server. And to no surprise, I spent another 30 minutes trying to get back into the game. But every server was either full or I just failed to connect to them. There was even a time it changed my character to a preset that's not even available. I ended up giving up eventually and decided to wait a while until everyone requested to refund their purchase. About 2 hours after launch, the negative reviews started to pile up for this masterpiece of a game. I hopped back in to see my data didn't save and I had to create another character, which was no big deal seeing how I didn't actually get to play the game in the first place. This time around it only took 5 minutes to get into a server, and a North American server at that. I was also able to get off the table and talk to the doctor this time. And the rest of the journey most of you probably already know about. The game was bad and continued to be bad for the short amount of time that it was out. There were tons of bugs, and parts of the map you would just fall straight through and had no way of getting out, or would instantly die and lose all of your gear and loot you had. Not to mention the lack of zombies in a zombie game. I played this bug infested game for almost 20 hours before they shut down and probably saw less than 50 zombies. Not to mention the extremely laggy servers we all had to deal with. There was also a gym you could work out in, but this honestly had no meaning to it, besides having something else to waste your money on because the stat system wasn't even in the game. I really wanted to have hope for this game because what this game was supposed to be could have probably been the best zombie survival game of all time. But what we actually got was a poorly rushed asset flip extraction zombie shooter with no zombies. Now we did end up seeing 2 patches for the Day Before, and then Fantastic Games went silent for 2 days, only to come back and reveal that they were closing down and will no longer be making games, which honestly might be the best news we heard throughout 2023. So for everyone that still owns the Day Before, if you haven't already, go and get your refund before it's too late. Maybe one day there will be a game like Fantastic Promise, but for now all we can do is wait.